From rags to riches, Sarah's miraculous journey will leave you spellbound. Starting with just $3.77 in her pocket, Sarah's life took an unexpected turn due to her selfless act. Little did she know that this chance encounter would change her life forever. Sarah's last $3.77. Once a poor and neglected girl, Sarah's life took an unexpected turn after her encounter with a hungry dog on the street. That faithful evening, she had only $3.77 in her pocket, barely enough to buy a piece of bread and some water to sustain her through the night. But fate had other plans for her. As she stepped out of the shop, a stray dog appeared from nowhere, barking and chasing her for the bread she held in her hand. But instead of running away or fighting back, Sarah looked at the dog with a sense of compassion and empathy. She saw the dog's hunger and knew she couldn't bear to watch it suffer. So she offered the bread to the dog, who happily ate it up, wagging its tail in gratitude. An unexpected friendship. As Sarah turned to leave, a thief snatched her water bottle and ran away. Sarah was left standing there, thirsty and dejected, with no hope in sight. But then, a miracle happened. The dog that she had just fed ran after the thief, biting and clawing at him until he dropped the water bottle and fled. Sarah was stunned at the dog's bravery and loyalty. She realized that the dog had become her friend, her companion, and her protector. From that day onwards, Sarah and the dog roamed the streets together, looking out for each other's welfare. They shared whatever scraps of food they could find and kept each other warm at night. The dog had become Sarah's family, and she had become its caretaker. A selfless act of kindness. But fate had more surprises in store for Sarah. One day she saw a news report about a missing dog, and to her shock, she recognized it as the one that she'd been taking care of. The owner had put up a reward of $1,000 for anyone who could find and return the dog. Sarah knew that she could use the money to improve her life, but she also knew that she couldn't bear to part with the dog. But she knew how much the owner must be missing the dog and waiting for him to come back home. So she contacted the owner and arranged a meeting to return the dog. When the owner arrived, Sarah was hesitant and sad to let the dog go. However, she handed the dog over, but her dignity and love for the dog refused to accept the reward. The owner was touched by Sarah's compassion and offered her a job instead. He knew that she had taken care of the dog and was impressed by her kindness. After a few weeks, Sarah was brought to the owner's house and was offered to care for the dog. The owner of the dog also promised Sarah a better education, food, shelter, and a monthly salary for being caretaker of the dog. Sarah was overjoyed and could hardly believe her luck. She had never imagined that her kindness towards a stray dog would lead her to such a wonderful opportunity. She gladly accepted the offer and started working for the owner. She took care of the dog, and the dog in turn brought joy and happiness into her life. From beggar to business owner, Sarah's miraculous journey. Over the next few years, Sarah worked hard and earned the trust of the owner. She became an expert in pet care and eventually started her own business, providing high-quality care for pets all over the city. She had come a long way from the girl who had only $3.77 in her pocket. 7 years later, Sarah was a successful businesswoman, running her own company with a team of dedicated employees. She had a comfortable home and education and a life that she could be proud of. And all of it started with a simple act of kindness towards a hungry dog on the street. Sarah knew that she had found her calling in life, and that she owed it all to the dog that had changed her destiny. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching.